Okay, hello. Hope you're having a nice day. Yeah, I was a bit late comparing to uh, the time I wanted, but yeah, still can be able to play maybe a few games for today. So let's go and jump into it. I'll just switch the screens for now. So this one, problem of the day. So try to play as black and kind of to kill these white stones over here. So the question is, how do you kind of kill the left side kind of eye, and then maybe at some point it's some variation try to use this kind of captured one stone here. So that will be the hint right here. And let me just run some ads for the start. So yeah, sorry, just for to start, I'll be running ads here on Twitch, and hope you can enjoy this problem of the day here on big screen, and I will be trying to find some opponents in the meantime. I hope you're all doing good. And yeah, I was watching the Chunlan Cup yesterday, and I was a bit surprised that Ichiki lost the game. It seemed like opponent made some complications at the end of middle game, and then kind of came back from being down. So I think Japanese players yesterday wasn't really a good result when you look at it, because so Fukuoka won and all the other players just lost. So yeah, was hoping for a better result, but it happens. So yeah, type in chat if you have any questions or you want to say hi. I'll be happy to respond anything if I have any suggestions or not. Okay, let me just try to go and find someone. Actually, if you haven't done so yet, I'll be happy if you can go and check my YouTube channel. It's over here, so I'll be posting the link. Right here, you can also go on my channel. If you click the YouTube icon, should jump over there. So we'll be happy if you can go and check and sub over there as well. Okay, it's gonna take a little bit of time finding someone, but hopefully you can wait a bit of patience. So yeah, this problem, I think if you find the first move right here, should be kind of straightforward. So the first move is important here. And hint also would be kind of liberty problems is always kind of the themes in Tsumego. But yeah, again, in this one as well. And hi Dalan, nice to see you. Hope you're doing good. So just waiting for someone to appear. Okay, let's switch. I found. So what? Okay. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, it was this. I just clicked the wrong button here for the themes here. There we go. We're black this time. Maybe I could change at some point here, but maybe I could play. Yeah, I'll continue to play this one just to build some experience a little bit. It's funny how worn out I am just watching 3 tournaments yesterday. Oh yeah, there was kind of tournament in the US. I briefly kind of seen but didn't watch anything. How was it like? And yeah, of course, not only on the US scene, like for the professional one, there was Chunlan Cup yesterday, and today the kind of team championship of women's Go that are still continuing probably. Okay, so this one I want to probably just approach here, try to use this kind of enclosure here. So this is big point here. You can also take the 3 point like this one. Should be an interesting point to play as well. You could sometimes kind of split, play this move, but seems much more natural to just approach over here. One of the strongest players entered in one of the exchange students from China. Okay. That is nice to see something a bit original. Okay, pinching this one. I think you jump here and kind of counter pincer would be... But I think against this jump, sometimes white can just play here, continue to kind of put pressure on this corner. You could sometimes play away here as black as well. Maybe play something around here. Yeah, we need to act a bit fast. I think I'll just jump here and try to counter pincer against this one stone on the bottom side. Seems to be a natural way to continue. They will play Q10 or D10 as first move. Q10. Yeah, I've actually watched with the AIs. Objectively, you lose probably 1 point and a bit more. But yeah, if you're that strong, I guess you could get away with it. It depends on how you play from this one stone. But yeah, usually going from the corners first seems to be much more normal, even if it's trying to play a bit more original. Yeah, this one I pincer here. You could go all the way here with this kind of invasion still kind of being left, but it kind of puts max pressure to this one stone over here. It is kind of a trade-off. But yeah, okay, this time I'll just play this one. Yeah, pretty much back to fight everywhere, and when you got to fight it showed its strength. Yeah, I guess if you try to lose some points in the opening, you need to kind of take it back in some sort of fight. But yeah, at the end, usually the strength at some point shows up, so you could get away with a little bit of loss, let's say. So I think usually here white kind of jumps. Yeah, and then you jump this way, and then white probably plays this one. It's kind of a very, very standard sequence. Maybe you could kick here once to kind of use this wedge from white here. But yeah, I don't mind. I don't want to slide here. White can attach. It's important to get away here, to not get surrounded. So you need to jump. It's important to split and isolate these two stones. And here white can decide whether to jump here or respond something on this side. But I think this is important because next, if you respond here, black can jump, increase this area, put pressure on these two. I think around here or attached would be much more normal. So this jump is trying to kind of aim at this second line attachment, connecting these two groups. But yeah, since it's second line, I mean, do we need to prevent this? Probably it's not really that much important. Yeah, I think jump here looks pretty nice. Also protecting against this invasion a bit when you jump around here. And then against attach, maybe you can peep this way and then just go through. Yeah, let's go and play this one. Maybe you could have gone from top side here and then, well, not, but against this, probably just jump again. Just trying to have some room with these stones. So getting attacked, you need to have a bit over a more comfortable shape here. So against this, probably here. This second line attachment is really kind of difficult to judge whether you want to protect against this. But yeah, against here, you can cap and then let white kind of trade for the corner, or you can descend here, keep the corner and have like keep to attack these kind of two groups over here. Maybe white is trying to attach here to kind of connect these two weak groups in second line type of thing. But I think you can hane, cut, take this one, connect here, you turn. And now you're kind of strengthening these stones here, so... Interesting whether you just try to cap here, let white kind of settle in the corner. Or you just descend here, keep the corner. And probably white is gonna attach here. Maybe still jump, but then jump again. I mean, it may be a bit too soft to play here concerning territory. Because you're going to trade with the corner with something around here from white. And then how much can you get back with the attack against these two stones or around here is the question when you do this. But when you play here, against this attach you can hane it this way. At least that's one argument. Yeah, let me descend to my first instinct. I'm gonna try to trust a bit more. Yeah, probably against this one you hane here. Thing is, this exchange locally for the corner, like it's kind of strengthens the corner for black. So really white needs to do something against these kind of two weak groups from black here. Or try to, connect in a way. Don't know if I would necessarily agree with what white is doing here. But okay. It's gonna let black take the corner and try to get kind of the outside over here, try to reduce this potential over here. So pincer, white can maybe attach or even hane, and it's kind of maybe because we have stone over here, it's a bit stronger, so maybe you could try to pincer, but usually kind of extending here seems to be totally normal. But in a sense, against this, if you play here, you played this exchange here locally, which maybe it's a bit too, like, cramped for black. But with the honey, it kind of gives white some kind of stones that white can play here, like extend some forcing moves against black. It's whether you want to try to pincer and punish this move here, or try to just respond by extending. So this you need to see against this clamp honey. These two are usually the moves against this. I mean, maybe this is too soft. White is just gonna play something around here, and then you... But white has a lot of weak stones. Maybe then you can just play something against here, disconnect these two stones completely, and have this kind of 2-3 almost unsettled groups. Yeah, might be a little bit too passive to extend here, but I'm gonna do this anyways. Maybe pincer, not sure. Like, to try to punish this one is to pincer. But I feel like extending should be also good. Jumping baduk you. Yeah, this kind of positions, it is difficult to play for both sides. Yeah, so white plays something around here and try to ignore the bottom side, but white needs to kind of justify all the stuff on the bottom side here. And against the trade-off in the corner, I'm not too sure if it's kind of good. I guess kind of playing this one to take this attachment away, put kind of pressure in the corner like clamp. Or maybe we play this kind of move over here and let white attach, and then you can continue something on the left side, kind of thing. Yeah, let's try to do this one here. Kind of asking what white wants to do with this kind of free stones over here. Maybe he's banking on this kind of attachment. Might be the case. And this one, even they can try to kind of invade over here. Yeah, this is probably the plan. I guess playing here first. Let white kind of play a move here in the corner. Thing is, you can play this one and kind of push through here, because if connect, you just honey. And you can disconnect. But yeah, I think this type of thing, it's better to ignore, kind of thing. Delicious Dumpling finally caught your stream. Thank you for joining. Hope you're doing good. Ranchani as well. Yeah, this, don't know if I'm doing okay, but I kept the corner, but in a sense, you can say that white kind of has taken all the kind of potential of black here on the like kind of bottom right area here. And yeah, I mean, put a move, just trying to connect here. But this one, is this okay around here? Just trying to use this kind of wedge around here, maybe. Seems to be a bit greedy way of playing, but maybe this is all good. So
秒
peep,
読みを始めます。
this one type of move looks interesting, but you need to, when you peep this way, it's gonna weaken this side, so you need to consider this a little bit.
1、
Yeah, I think let's do this. And then if connect, we can just play this B13 move, putting pressure. I got 4 accounts, 7 down accounts now. So you can use any account to try to rank up, and if it doesn't work, you can go to the other. Yeah, I mean, white needs to connect here. I don't think you can play this one or here. Here, just go back. Let white connect and just play here. Still, yeah, I mean, this... I don't think it's good for white, but maybe this... Can you play this one and cut this way and push here? Maybe you can do this. Maybe against this white would just honey, in fact.
2、
So
3、4、
just
5、
going back over here
6、
seems to be
7、
much more
8、
reasonable.
9、
Or descend.
残り2回です。
Yeah, so this white will honey and try to take center. So I think we need to go back. Yeah, this seems just too bad over Aji. Too much around here. I think we just go back here, and when white connects, you can play here. Ranking up with Taijim seems very easy. I got my friend's account and beat. Okay. I think it got weaker than Fox now. Never followed the kind of intra-server strength or whatnot, but... Yeah, I think white will connect here. This type of move, I don't know if it's going to be... Okay, so it's trying to play this one, kind of bamboo joint and hane here. Maybe should have been considering this a little bit more.
3、4、5、6、7、8、
Okay, yeah, I agree. I guess there's this one. You cannot let white push here, so the only move is this, but it's gonna be this honey here.
3、4、5、6、
Maybe try to sack these two stones, but it seems kind of big. Honey here cut.
2、3、4、5、6、7、8、
I'm gonna take time because this is really important
残り1回
to
です。
do this right now. Yeah, if we sack these two stones simply, probably block here and cut, but this is not really looking too good for black.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7。
I think your honey here once. Ask if white push, probably usually push or double honey, we'll see. If double honey, I'll just cut here, take this one stone this way. This, yeah. Do we push here and then... Hmm.
One, 2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
We could try to sack this way and have some sort of moves, forcing moves around here as black. So white question is, do you extend or turn here? Mm-hmm. So need to honey this one and play here, and then crawl, try to play this.
1、2、3、4、5。
Trying to feel liberty and also taking away this kind of cutting point over here. If we trade against the left side and we give up here, yeah, probably it's too big. Actually, I should have seen this kind of a double peep counter and then honey. Because now this is a bit trouble to
4、5、6。
try to cover against this. Maybe white will push. If white plays this one locally, it's alive.
One, 2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
Yeah, I cannot let white push here. This is going to be too painful. Probably something around here and try to pincer, sack, squeeze. Maybe white will play something around here. But yeah, usually I think block. Yeah. So you can live technically by playing here, but it is painful kind of way to play. Because you're just living with two eyes here. Maybe actually when you descend you can jump this one and locally kind of kill the corner. So
4、5、
yeah, maybe
6。
it's gonna be this honey and then turn here. At least I live with my two groups, but this doesn't look too good. Maybe white is like kind of stronger than I realize when you have this kind of three jumps here, even with this one. Black cannot really do too much against the corner group over here.
One, 2、3、4、5、6、 7
We need to do something here on top side or right side. Probably pincer. I know it's maybe a bit too much to ask, but if we don't reduce the top side kind of moyo, we are in trouble. So I'm just gonna go with something like this. Probably here or this one, kind of run away. Yeah, this seems also a nice point to kind of put pressure against this kind of group here. But just playing here from blacks just was a bit slow. Locally, you can make an eye this way.
2 3 4 5 6 7
Let's jump here. So with this one, I kind of took away the weakness against this corner, kind of attach here and 3 point, for example. Maybe don't respond here.
2
Just
3 4 5 6 7 8 9
let's try to attach maybe. Strengthening this one stone a little bit and try to attack here. If I were you, I would have eaten the attach stone on the second line. Oh yeah, this one Hane here. Yeah, I wasn't sure which one to Hane and like just taking. Maybe white would just push through here and wasn't sure if that was good. But yeah, maybe it was better to do so. Just going to extend here. So trying to strengthening this one stone to prepare against this attack. I think you just go back here. I mean, if you play Wei, there's probably kind of plans with this one. Be here. Something, I don't know, maybe Tenuki here and play something here.
秒読みを始めます。
But then you take away this kind of slide from white here. I would highlight K18 because then black can connect with the left group. Yeah, so the one I showed kind of earlier. Yeah, I think I agree with you.
1 2 3 4 5
Okay, going to jump this way. Try to invade here later, but for now I'm gonna try to continue the attack. And maybe it's gonna relate to something on the bottom right here. And yeah, I'm going to suffer for this group, I know, but I do not have much choices here. I thought white's gonna Hane and then Atari. Maybe this one you can play here. Cut probably doesn't work, like white can Atari push through here and play this type of move.
3
So
4 5
isn't really beneficial. So I'm just going to play this one right here. And if connect, then maybe cut. Because if you don't cut here, there's no way to complicate the game. And maybe the right side I could kind of counterplay at some point over here. And yeah, no, I have like 2 weak groups and it's unsettled. Why not? But we are not in a position
1
of strength. Need to do something a bit desperate here. So yeah, if you can cut off this kind of group, should be feeling okay, unless there is like a strong attack on this side. Should we? Usually we're just gonna ignore and extend, but then white will hane over here. Then you block.
2、3、4、
Guess the goal would be to kind of counter here on the right side. Have a good shape over here. So yeah, against this one, I think you'll block. Maybe some cases give up this one stone over here. So extend white will push, and it's not going good because you're just gonna get cut off this kind of 4 stones over here. This cutting point white can just capture.
3、
So we need to hane here. And if you can get strong over here, it's gonna be good for these stones over here that are still weak. So we'll see. Maybe you can cut this way. So against Atari, cut this way here. Seems a bit dangerous to do so.
1、2、3、4、5、
Not too sure. Probably giving up this one stone here. So Atari extend. The problem with this, white can still connect here and maybe cut over here. And if white can take with this Ponuki shape, it might really able to kind of attack here. So probably it's better to just extend here, not take these 4, but rather also put some support against the bottom side group here. So against this one, I think we just kind of take. Maybe play this type of move, although it looks kind of iffy. Because this, maybe white can just push and then cut.
1、2、3、
So yeah, maybe we play this type of move. Actually, white can still maybe attach here. Push this one here.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
I think just extend. Hane doesn't seem to be good because white can just cut. Atari just push. Morning Fanatic, hope you're doing good. Yeah, not the best start here at all. And it seems like it's going to be a bad game for us.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
It is tough. Maybe if you can save this one stone, can we put some pressure here on the bottom side? But it seems like still white can kind of play here, be okay.
1、2、3、4、5、6。
I think you just extend here. Don't like it, Hane. This is just too painful. Maybe. I think it's white is spotting. He's been losing games. I should have checked. Maybe. Do you think so? Oh my days. Yeah, it is. Okay. Hopefully Fox will kind of cancel this game. It is true, I should have checked. It is actually true that this account was was Q. And suddenly up here, yeah, I mean, it's very sus. Maybe even the time usage, a bit too consistent each time, you could say. Yeah, I don't want to easily say this type of thing, but it is for sure suspect that this account was a queue a few months ago. And just here.
2、3、4、5。
Fox has been canceling games. Yeah, I had one game cancel, which with a ranked game. Yeah, I had one. So the very obvious one, I think a month ago, before going up to 8 dan, Island.
Okay,
let's play here, maybe put some support against this group over here. I think I need to give up these 4 stones.
5、6、7、8、9。
Cut here. Could have been too much to ask, maybe, to do this kind of thing. I'm trying to play both sides here, but seems to be kind of tough to deal with. At least we can capture this 1 stone, but now this group here on the bottom side is in trouble. Now can actually Atari here push this one, take everything? Yeah, I guess this is why White played here.
Okay. 3、3、4、5。
Okay, I'm just watching the amount of seconds it's using, because it seems a bit too kind of regular timing usage. Yeah, I mean, come on. He's using every time 10 seconds, it seems. Okay, I mean... Maybe, I don't know, before he played a bit more different. Okay, let's block here. And hi, Sugar Dentist. Hope you're doing good. Yes, again, watch the clock here. 10 seconds or around that mark. Yeah, I mean... yeah, it's my fault. Like, I just did kind of not... wasn't aware for a brief moment. Okay, let's see how white's gonna play here. Again, 10 seconds. Yeah, I think this guy is like... The Q stuff over here, as you can see. Yeah, I mean, again, it's just... Here you can see, like, in March, he was 5Q, losing games. You know what, let's just... Like, what is this account doing? Like, I have no clue.
1、2、
It's so
3、
weird.
4、5、6、7、8。
Last time I run into those, I used my bot to autoplay and just chilled and won. Yeah, but I'm not gonna use them, it's fine. I'm not gonna use any bots or anything, but... I was planning to do this type of thing, but actually... Yeah, so Shatir, I think this guy is like... Needs to be on the list.
3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
I mean, I can't... Why would you take 10 seconds? It's just so blatant. Like, you know what? I'm just gonna resign. There's no point. I mean... Is there a way? I gotta still maybe play a little bit more, maybe. Yeah, I mean, let's resign. Can we report cheaters? Yeah, I think I'll do, because it's each time 10 seconds as well. At least be more, less kind of... Yeah, I think we just... How do you do this? Yeah, maybe they will ban me instead of the cheater. They just stop caring, for sure. Just going to put this guy on the list. It's so good. But it's so weird. Like, it's like sometimes he just tries to not play with the bot. Yeah, I don't want to care too much about it. I'm just gonna go and play another one. But yeah, as you can see, 1 year ago, like 7 done. It's so weird. Like, why would you do this? Such a waste of time. Here, inflated this rank, and then from 7 down, rank down to 6. And then again, yeah, I mean, whatever. Good luck. Just need to be a bit more paying attention at the start. Yeah, so just to review simply shortly the game, if you guys want. Yeah, maybe here. On it this way and kind of connect this one. But I feel white's gonna plan to just destroy this kind of Moyo over here has kind of succeeded. So do you want to go for this as black? At least you have kind of these weak stones kind of settled, and then you can continue with something around here. Yeah, maybe you could say that's the case. Or could crawl. Put pressure here. Yeah, so downplaying, maybe I agree with this kind of honey on this side here. If you honey from here... The outside shape is a little bit different. Because now this side is getting a bit weaker and you have endgame like this. And white shape overall is a bit stronger, so probably you want to honey this side if you want to do this here. Because this way still there's this cutting point I need to protect this way. I mean, I'll lose the AI anyways, yeah. But still you can kind of try to review. But yeah, one thing this is interesting, that this kind of shape here on the bottom left, it's actually way more resilient than I thought, because you can double peep and honey here, and there's doesn't seem to be a good way to respond against this. Maybe you need to, but just sacking these two, it's just, yeah, too big. And white has no weak stones apart the right side here, so this is going to be not what black wants to do here. So yeah, we want to try to connect and whatnot. I guess white can just play here. I'll be alive and be all okay. Even if you play a move like this, probably white would kind of cross cut here, play this kind of thing, and take the bottom side here, trade for the left. This one you can play here. Even cut maybe is okay, but yeah, something like this. I've been following an online tournament these days, and more than 1/3 is cheating is ridiculous. Yeah, maybe if there's a way to kind of enforce a little bit better. But yeah, it happens. But it's not the majority. It's like really rarely sometimes. And you need to just filter out. Look at the profile each time. But just meticulous each time trying to look at a profile. It's not necessarily what I want to do. But I guess it's the second time here in the last month. So yeah, would pay attention. And happens. It's okay. Okay, let me just take a short break here, and I'll be playing other games here afterwards. So give you guys this problem, and we'll show the solution at the end of the stream. AI has a very interesting move for that bottom left situation, never seen before. Yeah, but this was actually something that's interesting to learn. This double peep and like, so you can still learn even with the versus kind of cheaters. Okay, I'll be back in a few minutes, and just sorry, I'll be running some ads, and yeah, I'll be back. Stay tuned. Okay, I'm back. Thanks for still being here. I mean, before, instead of kicking once to, I don't even know what to call that move. Let me go back. Don't know which move you're talking about, Sugar. On which side of the board. But yeah, maybe you can move on. Yeah. Oh, AI wants to play. What? That's insane. Yeah, because it values the connection on the second line there. So, okay. That's nice. Thanks for the image. That is crazy. How would you call that? Yeah, for sure. Like, it's not a bump. It's not tiger's mouth, maybe, but tiger bump. I don't know. This is if you want to see, look at the image here on the link. It's so good. Tiger bump. Yeah, I'll call it tiger bump. Very unusual shape. What is happening? Yeah, so I'm trying to find someone here. Sorry if it's some patience. So, hint for the problem here. First move is important, and need to kind of use this one capture stone over here on the right side. That's the hint here. Okay, this guy seems... come on, like... 8Q, 6Q, like... March? Nah. I really don't want to do this. Like, it's like kind of shameful, but... Let's learn from our mistakes. Should have probably noted the guy. Yeah, don't cheat, guys. Do not. Okay, yeah. So yesterday was the Chunlan Cup, and I think Monday they would maybe start another round. And okay, this account seems to be legit. And yeah, I was kind of surprised that Ichiki lost yesterday. I'm not sure what's worse, the AI cheaters or the sandbaggers at low ranks. Cannot really compare. I mean, probably the AI cheaters are worse, I would say. But yeah, it's not cool. And hi, Nizuma, nice to see you. Long time since I watched last stream. Yeah, I hope you're doing good. Thanks for coming back here. So, don't know when last time I was like at what rank, but here I'm back at 7, went rank up to 8 and then falled back. Yeah, but the last guy was kind of obvious. He's just using 10 seconds each time. And also the profile with the games. Should have been more paying attention. It's on my fault as well. You just don't want to play against these guys. Okay, so I'm gonna play this one. You could respawn this way or try to enclose this here to put some support. But maybe when black plays here, it is a bit more pressure against these three. So maybe you play this one so you can counterplay with some Aji around here later. But it seems like these days, even if you play here, black will just kick and keep this kind of side or Aji kind of intact. But yeah, I guess let's play here, because if it was low, maybe it puts less pressure against here, so enclosing could be something. Against this, probably just responding's fine. Maybe it's gonna play something out here, attach. We'll see. Definitely this kind of style is something that appeared with AI before, because before it wasn't really considered good to get kind of approach this way to the influence side for your opponent. And even this kind of enclosure here was much more normal to have on this side here. But I guess with AI, what changed is probably this kind of thinking here. Probably enclose here looks to be big. You could try to attach and place something here on the corner. Yeah, but I think this one for now seems good. Interesting to go from here. I mean, black usually, this one is kind of the very standard move to kind of invade this side, or even this move here at L2 to threaten this first line connection. And if white plays something around here to deny, you can jump here and then yeah, still continue with some move around I3 here. This one probably will pincer, try to keep the corner here and keep attacking this one stone. Don't know if black will jump here or try to do some move around here. We'll see. Kaupun, oh nice. Nice to see you. You're the opponent. Yeah, let's have a nice game. Yeah, so this kind of move is interesting. So if you don't think anything like jump could be a thing, but this is some move that is interesting to play here. Because when you block, black can try to use this Hane as well. And then block here. Probably this one block this way, and if Hane, you Hane here and try to kind of Hane, disconnect these three stones kind of thing. So question is, do you want to just block from the top side here and extend, just take the outside? Yeah, I think this stone is a bit kind of annoying if you start to play something like this, but maybe this is too soft because it's kind of gives kind of black room here to live if you play this, so black can go back. But yeah, I guess you could still play here. Maybe Hane. Cut. Yeah. I guess let's play this, because here black can block and against Hane here. I don't think you want to trade this 1 stone for these 3, for example. So it's bigger to take here than to just take this. Yeah, so I guess just block from this side. Maybe black will play something around here. First 9 time. But maybe this one, white can turn this Atari and then block, so maybe just go back, but we'll see. So this one we can extend peep, threaten this kind of push and cut type of stuff. Yeah, maybe black's gonna play this kind of move. And try to kind of use this, yeah, honey here, honey this way, for example. So I'd like to turn, and then if black blocks, I can Atari and make this shape. But maybe against this, black will honey here, try to kind of attack these 3 stones here. But just protecting seems a bit too soft, because black can also just honey here, connect. So yeah, the goal would be to turn here and honey here. Maybe black honey this from this side then. Let's try to think flexibly. Yeah, I think turn black would honey this one. Block, then try to play this. Atari touch. Honey here maybe, and then honey again. Atari connect. Then do you have something to do over here? Maybe attach. It is an interesting position. I mean, you could also not play anything here, just attach here. Kind of connect this group, surround here. In a sense, it feels kind of white liberties when you try to turn here and do something. Maybe we continue to kind of cut away this connection with like honey or something. Or maybe this, because when honey you can play this one and here kind of throw in type of thing. Nah, probably not. It's not going to be good. Maybe you don't play anything here, just disconnect here. Play this type of thing or descend. And then use this type of move rather than to turn. How much this connection is valuable on the top side is the thing to consider. But yeah, I don't want to get hunted here. This is super annoying against these 3 stones. But you cannot protect simply. Maybe just play this one. I guess we disconnect. I don't know. I4 and we're done with it. Yeah, I could have done this one. Wasn't sure, but At least this one we continue to put pressure here because black is disconnected. And still we have kind of a hane and hane here, endgame type of thing. So this one we can extend. It's not like this push and cut is kind of totally gone. You could still hane here, throw in atari, and some things to do. Black push, I think. Do we play something around here? And black's aim is kind of to use this aji over here to the hane, and then when cut atari, maybe cut this way. I think you jump this way, maybe playing here. You can also peep and then crawl. Take away the eye shape here. Yeah, I think this one. So when white hanes, you can cut here. Black hane, you can cut here, and then atari, and then take with the net. Seems to be clean. And against this Konsumi, I'm just gonna tenuki here on the top side and play something here. Maybe you could have continued this with the Kosumi here, for example. But yeah, still you can, if Kosumi here, you can peep this way and crawl. That could be a thing. I haven't actually thought about this. So here will atari this way. Hopefully trying to take sente.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I could have thrown in actually and then tried to use this push and cut over here. I forgot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Don't just protect here. Possible try to
残り2回です。
take sente. Maybe you could peep from the outside when block can play here, and then this type of thing might be a bit more of a problem. But
1、2、3、4、5、6、7。
It's kind of force black to connect here. Because later, even if you peep here, black can play on the outside and not connect. Now, we'll peep because you want to kind of use this RG over here. Trying to protect, and if black turns here, then you can go and attack on the top side. It's like Kosumi and like surround.
1
Just wonder what happens here. Cannot cut this way. Crawl seems to be problematic. Maybe against this black will block here. But then you can go back here, this one cut here, for example. Yeah, the left side here is actually not that kind of big for black's area, let's say. Maybe Kosumi here, black will try to play this one to attach here.
2、3、 4 5
Yeah, I don't know if it's like
6
good exchange to
7
play here, so I won't,
8
but maybe this? Oh, 7 looks very bad to me, at least. This one? Maybe. Yeah, so black's plan to kind of go in here. Descent, maybe black would just play pushy and connect
6
and be
7
fine with everything.
8 9
So we cannot choose that.
残り1回です。
Just go back here. Put pressure with this. I think you go back here. And then if black puts a move, you get the outside type of thing. Black needs to probably put a move because this descent seems to be really a problem now if you don't put anything. So whether jump here or kind of take this one stone. And now I can kind of focus on the attack here because I got the outside kind of as white. So yeah, if you can go back here, kind of block this area, at least white kind of argument has kind of gone through. Whether it's good or not, at least it was kind of white's plan to kind of play here. And we'll see if that was not a good plan to start with. Maybe there's still this cut around here, which, okay, you could maybe go and ask straight away. But what about this one?
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Maybe you play here? I wasn't sure. Yeah. Sometimes if you descend, black can just give up the corner, like take these two stones, and this card just give up here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Not sure if what I'm doing is really good here or not. Trying to use this kind of cut over here. So bamboo joint should be sent there. Maybe black's gonna give up the corner again, just focus on these stones. Cut here, this one, take, cut here, extend. Here you can play here. There's still ladder. Maybe that's the thing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
But that one I think you just descend here. Should be dead the corner, so this one here you cannot hardly from this side Hane.
8.
Now black will respond with something around here. Maybe there's reasoning here to play something on the right. But then taking the corner is also settling this group here.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
Maybe this is just not good to play it this way. So here Kosumi, this one. Should probably block this way to feel liberties, not Hane. I mean, you can push and cut this way. I guess still black is still able to keep the corner. Maybe the trade for this for the right side here wasn't really a good idea.
1、2、3、4。
Going to cut this way. Take these stones and kind of attack here, but yeah, so if I feel the liberty here, this one. So here I would, black will try to make it a call. I think you just take.
1、2、3、4、
White
5、
doesn't have really
6、
much call
7、
face here.
8。
And yeah, black just kind of takes right side. This is probably not really good. Probably we don't have any kind of squeeze move from the outside around here. If we can and then play here, settle should be good, but this is the problem.
2、3、4、5、6、7、8。
Need to try to settle here something. Yeah, not a very good game from my perspective. Don't know what could have done differently. Yeah, the plan here to play this one and this move right here seems to have worked. Maybe I focused too much on the aji here with the hane. Yeah, could have just attached, gone for the right side, left side here. It's going to be difficult, but I'm going to try here. obviously white is behind. Maybe if we can kind of surround here, attack severely, get something back here on the left side, then maybe we're okay. Or, we could trade this for going here, but it's probably too big. Scroll Hane, this. Yeah, black is just winning the race if you do this. Interesting point. Do we attach here? So if you want to try to save everything, I guess you attach.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
Kind of use some moves over here. So black would extend. Okay, maybe this is also fine. Here block after connect. Would be nice if you could play this type of thing, but then black cut, you cannot really sack this one stone
3、4、
without
5、
having damage
6。
here.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7。
I think you play here, Atari, you just play this one, and if take, you just Tiger Smurf, something like that. Have some sort of eye shape. Next, white is wanting to play at M12, so it's probably going to be really important to play here. Peep seems a bit off, you can connect here. At least have some sort of shape with this stones over here. Okay, against this, maybe here still there's going to be this peep is what black is saying. I just connect.
1、2、3、4、5、6。
Actually, I want to try to have some moves here on the bottom side, because just getting blocked also is gonna get too big. Yeah, Tari connect here. O7 was the top move there to peep. Yeah, maybe this one could have descent, but I think black would just sack the corner, get the outside. Never was sure with this kind of trade stuff. So here, just connect against this Hane, probably attach over here. So down one here. Yeah, at least if we can survive here as white, you can say that you took black's potential. Do we push here once or just connect? Could also think of like pushing and cutting here.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7。
Yeah, I think you just connect, because push, black might kind of push this way Atari make it a ko whatnot. Connect here. This seems a bit off for black. If white can just infiltrate everything. Because I can push here Atari and jump at any point, kind of having an eye over here.
1、2、3、4、5。
You jump this way. I mean, there's outside RG over here. So let's think. Here you can push Atari and jump. Always have a like an eye over here. Center not too sure yet. Maybe there's some things around here. But then if white can have an eye here on the bottom, we should be all good. I'll push every time. Yeah, maybe you push here. But black can try to think of this. Maybe there's... because this could have hung it.
3、4。
Cut here, yeah. Maybe you're right. So what to do here? I think this one black will try to peep and jump. Take the eye shape away.
2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
Let's play this here. So if descend, isn't there something to do like this?
One, 2、3、4、5、6、7。
It would be a shame if I cannot be alive over here. Let me attach this way and see how black's gonna respond. If you push and cut, you can kind of go back here in center. If Hane, maybe connect and this type of thing.
1、2、
Even this one should be
3、
center actually.
4。
Let's attach over here. In fact, maybe before this I should try to attach, but so if push, I can cut here,
1、
and this type of move just go back, threaten to Atari here and take.
6、7。
Then we probably push and be alive.
残り2回です。
Also, another question is, if we push Atari and jump here, is there a way to make two eyes over here? Two, three, four, five, six. Yeah, it's not going to work.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
I guess this is the strongest way to respond against this.
One, 2、3、4、5、6。
It's honey here. Maybe still going back here this way. See here, this one you can play this.
1、2、3、4、
Okay, maybe
5、
I've
6、7、 8、9、
Maybe have this and then play this one right here because you can cut and take this one stone. I think if you take, even if black can play this one, if you can kind of get down the outside, this might become sente and you can keep like 2 eyes over here or something. The RG is gonna become pretty bad. He really wants to kill. Yeah, it is risky way to play for black. At this point, he's really committed. You can play this kind of move as well from white here. This one. Try to. I guess you play this move over here. Threaten to Hane. Don't think black needed to go this far to try to kill this group over here. Yeah, when you play this seems to be difficult to really go and try to go for the kill. You can block here, try to threaten to cut Atari. Yeah, I mean, it's not going to work. That one you can block here. I guess the corner you can still keep it intact. But next white can Hane here. So descend. And then you can just push Atari, jump. And be totally fine.
1、2、3、4。
Okay, so I guess mission accomplished for being alive. And then it's like the board situation. I mean, yeah, kind of taken away all black's potential, so we should be better. So here, is there a way that black's gonna ignore this? I need to actually... Maybe you can play simply from here if you don't want to get ignored and then jump. Just cut. Yeah, it's not going to work. Okay. And also as black, you don't want to forget these stones are still weak. So white can kind of cap here, take away this potential here in the middle. So you kind of have no territory left. Yeah, so trying to play here. But there's no forcing moves against this group. I kind of want to play aggressive this way. Split and kind of punish this one stone. And if jump over here, you can probably play something here.
3、4、5、6、7。
The idea would be to punish black. Seems to be going a bit too far when there's weak stuns over here. Yeah, so jump. Thing is, there's no forcing moves against this group, so you can get surrounded. It is not doing a thing. I think you play... Maybe this one is still with this block.
1、2、3、4、5、6。
Let's peep here. Because we're not gonna wedge this white anyway, so just peeping should be good. Maybe you can play it this way. Yeah, I don't mind playing this one. And then counterplay on this one stone. I mean, you could probably just jump simply. Important thing is you want to take away potential here from black, kind of making some
2
moyo.
3 4 5 6
So yeah, I guess playing something around here. Isolating this one stone. And now I guess I want to crawl, because this getting blocked is also bad for the corner RG, but also important for the black kind of base. So crawling here seems to be an important point.
1
And against this kind of shoulder hit, I would kick and then push over here. So the only center move that black has against this group is this kind of connect over here. Actually, taking is pretty big when you think about it, because you can still peep and whatnot.
1
But yeah, for now, I'll try to play this one, push, and then maybe take. Black needs to play something on the left, cannot really ignore, so I'm just gonna play this one. Because if you ignore, let's say, I think there's this type of move over here. If play this one, just extend, block, just block this way. And if push, you can just push, cut off these 3.
1
Yeah, this kind of thing happens when you kind of overcommit. Yeah, this... Wanted to take this one stone, but maybe... Yeah, maybe this one could have taken. Even if its endgame is pretty big. Kind of regret this a bit.
2
Let's play here. Probably black connects. I don't think you can do this type of thing over here. And just jump. And now we can kind of live. Maybe, do you want to take this kind of center away? It's not going to change too much whether you can Atari here for black, because you can push here, cut.
3 4
So yeah, it's not going to
6
change much. Yeah, I think white should be ahead unless... Yeah, so Atari here, you can push here. And I think when endgame comes, it's not going to be much difference at the end, whether you play this or not. I think this one we kind of extend here. Maybe jump, there's this wedge and hane over here. There's going to be a cutting point. Peep over here. So it's a bit
1 2
annoying to have
4
wedge. So I'm just going to extend here, take this kind of weak point away. And kind of reducing this potential over here. Clamp could be a thing. If connect, maybe this hane.
1 2 3 4 5 6 7
Yeah, I think we clamp here. So descent I can push through. This Atari, you can Atari here on bottom and kind of take away the base from black, so kind of feel happy. But I need to be a bit paying attention, connection here. Don't let black cut here, because then black can maybe push and then have some sort of corner RG like peeping here to threaten this cut type of stuff. So it's important to connect this one stone, even concerning the base over here.
4、5、6
And probably connect here, because this one black and Atari, and having this forcing move might be a different. Is white P9 2 eyes? If it is, we could have take center and give up 2 eye. Black can probably play this.
1、2、3、4、5、
Maybe
6、
actually
7、
black can
8、
peep here.
9
So locally, if you want to make it 1 eye, you could peep this way in center. And then white cannot make 2 eyes over here. Oh, maybe there's this push Atari.
1、
Yeah, actually, you might have a point there,
4、
Nizuma.
5、6、7、8、9
To pay attention a bit around here, but didn't want to get just to leave black with points in the middle. Might be too greedy to do this. Maybe attach was better. This is kind of a problem. This is still
4
a thing
Go.
here. Maybe black will push you connect. Very bad RG, I should say. But maybe with the counterplay over here.
1、2、3、4、
Yeah,
5、
maybe this one I should go
6
back and turn.
7
But then
8
black can play this
9
one, keep the center.
残り
Wait.
1回です。
Not enough time. Didn't know. Yeah, but even maybe R9 isn't even center, because this one you can just push here.
1、2、3、
That one doesn't work, right? I think black should have tried to push here. Lester's. Yeah, so against this type of move like F G9, you can probably Atari and then connect.
1、
Yeah, this is actually kind of helping white, because now you cannot really save this stone. Atari here, this one you just cut, and there's no wedge because there's this kind of move here. You can Atari. There's no squeeze. Just take. That one push, cut, Atari, I guess that's the point, but you're not going to connect. This is Atari and push through, but actually you can feel the limit here and it's snap back.
2、3
So it's still okay for white. And there's still this move over here. So yeah, this is probably his GG's here. Yeah, I was kind of fortunate. I think black just tried to overplay a little bit. Have I missed? Maybe it's simply pushing here. You cannot connect here because black can push and then push through. Question is, do we play
2
this one or not?
3 4 5 6 7 8 9
So here you can always atari. So there's no way to kind of disconnect or do some bad stuff over here. Simply playing this one and threaten this kind of E11 peep here. Hmm.
1 2 3 4 5 6
What about this? So if block, you can push and cut. Maybe against this, you can play away. Could be
1
some...
2 3 4 5 6 7
You cannot get pushed
8
here, so
9
black needs to play this one. But maybe here, black can push this way. Yeah, you know what? I'm probably gonna just push here.
1 2 3 4 5
And just attach. Keep the corner, because I don't think white needs to do some really aggressive stuff over here to try to win. And black not really try to surround here. It's just always this kind of point from here.
2 3 4 5 6 7 8
Yeah, this is a big point. Also, maybe trying to put some pressure over here. But in fact, maybe you jump this way. Or could just Hane take the big endgame.
1 2
Then you can
3
still clamp.
4 5 6
Yeah, let's just take big endgame right now. Protect the corner. Yeah, could have maybe Atari was a bit better. So block here, cut this one. There could be this kind of ko-aji. I think just going here seems to be okay. So it's like 27, maybe 30 points if you add everything here on the bottom side. You have 5 here. This is another 10. So the Komi should be 50. Black has
1 2
I guess tough ask for black to win here. Actually, against this, you could jump something around here. Threaten this type of thing. So even if you take this one stone, it's not going to be an eye in the corner. And if I can surround, this is just dead.
1
So I wonder what
3、4、
black will do. Maybe just connect, but this exchange already is better for white, and maybe continue with something here.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、
Guess connect. So I want to crawl this one Atari, kind of squeeze, make sure we play this endgame point as well. And then, yeah, so this is actually a bit sneaky, trying to maybe try to cut off this one stone over here with this type of move. Just need to be a bit careful.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
Trying to play this move as well. Maybe here Atari. This is 16 points. 24. Yeah, it's like 27. Black played here. Just pretty nice point to play. Could play this one and peep here. This jump is really big. But probably playing this Atari first and then crawl, peep here.
1、2、
This kind of
3、
thing.
4、5、6、7、8、9。 1、2。
So if this is 27, here this is 5 stone, it's 10. So here it's maybe 2 points. Which you add maybe here for it's 30. And then 46 points with Komi.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
Wonder if this kind of block is big with endgame here. Because if black can peep, maybe connect and then black can connect here. Or this one actually.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
Still going to initial plan with this. So if I can cut off this group, it should be not alive here. Yeah, I think this block is really big, like preventing this type of peep and then crawl back here from black. So we want to play here first. Maybe this one. Here, because attach.
3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
I
1、2、3、
Yeah, black needs to have more than 25 points over here in the center.
7、
Which, yeah, this Hane taking away, this was also pretty big. It is close. But now we can jump here. You can play this one, actually, this kind of wedge. That's not going to help. Oh, maybe this is too greedy. Oh my keys.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8。
Oh my god, didn't see. Yeah, this peep is like really bad because black can play this type of move that actually doesn't change with this wedge over here. Oh, this is so annoying. Why have I missed this? No, black can take this white stone.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
Oh my god, this might flip the result here. Okay, we want to damage control, but how do you do this? Yeah, should have started from here as white, this shoulder hit, not this jump.
4、5、6、7、8。
Yep, black can effectively play this move. Maybe you can push here and then block here, threaten to make this call. And there's no way to cut off here. Ay, ay, ay.
1、2、
What am I doing?
4。
Missed this honey as well, but I mean blocking here is still pretty big, so maybe this I cannot really want too much from me. Just gonna block this way. Is there a way to use this stone? Even this one, black can push and threaten to cut.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
Try to relate something on the left side here.
3。
This seems a weird way to connect this one stone. But okay.
1、2、3、4、5、6。 1、 1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
Here I'm gonna leave for later, but this type of attach maybe is pretty big. Should have played, yeah, this as well. Okay. I think this one is black. Looks like a pretty big point. It is painful to lose this game because of this move right here.
1、2、3、
It is possible that the result just flipped, yeah. Ay, ay, ay. Yes, should have attached maybe this one compared to here, because black can make some points. Also, it's gonna take some points from here.
1、2、3、4、5。
Not very good end game from me, I think. So 5 here. Black could have connected, right? Because this seems like a call, unless I'm misreading something. Like you hunt it here. Hunt it this way. Okay, I mean...
1、2。
So we can use this covert, but first take here. Oh, maybe there's this move? No, but yeah, this one you can Atari from the outside, take Atari here. So this is just straight up call. Have some coverts over here. This one, something here. Yeah, this. GG's, thanks for the game. Yeah, I think you misclicked maybe the top right here. Let's say without this, so connect here. Should be something like this. Do we need to put a move as black? Probably not, right? I mean, take this. Yeah, you probably don't need to put any move. Just white's trying to squeeze some few points over here. Yeah, black seems to be ahead with this. Not misclick? Yeah, that was a good find though, like this peep here. I just got scared. So let's say white did play this one. Oh, it seems still pretty close. I actually didn't count this take. So thanks for the game though. Thank you, that was nice. Cowbun. Yeah, should have played safe in the beginning. I think trying to go to kill this whole group was a bit too much here. But apart from this, so here maybe try to split here is pretty important. It's not really good sushi, but maybe you could play this. Doesn't look very good, but at least if you can kind of cut off these 4 stones. And oh, thank you for the cheer, Cowbone. Thank you very much. Thanks for a game. Yeah, so I think this one maybe you could play here, because this way you just play this kind of bamboo joint. As black, if you just take these 4, white kind of hope is to like maybe try to do something over here. But then black can also strengthen this kind of middle here. You don't have any weak groups anymore as black if you just take these 4 stones over here. And then probably this stone should be able to deal with something like this, like attach. So yeah, I think something like this, and then try to take these 4 stones. I know the shape here isn't really the best as black, but if you can just take... Yeah. Carbon, it was a nice game, but maybe this plan of trying to let white connect and go for everything might be a bit too much here. Let's say everything here. How would I play? Maybe this is fine as well. Going for the solid. Maybe it should have cut this one right here. But then there's gonna be some baduk in the corner, so I cannot do. Good luck on getting to 9, and thank you very much, Carbon. Do you want to play again? Maybe not today, but definitely at some point I'm more than happy to do so. Because I'll be probably ending the stream right here. Yeah, thanks very much. Yes, around here. Cannot really take center. I mean, let's say you place something around here. So the plan is something like this. Against this one, you kind of push here. So locally, this type of move seems to be effective against here. But then probably this side is going to be a bit in danger. So starting... Where do you start from black actually? Maybe this one? But you might be okay with this. I actually think about like what do you do against this? Like if you want to take this eye, you need to play like jump, and then what do you do? I guess simply here, but this one white can actually play this, and this shape you can keep the eye here at this point. So sacking in 3 stones is always making an eye to your opponent, so it's not going to work. I guess there was this. And maybe so black would play here. But then even locally, this one you could... maybe against this you play here. Okay, it is actually a difficult kind of position. So against connect, black has this move. If you connect, then black can play here. And this one killed the eye. Maybe if you start here, there's this type of thing. So if you want to take these two eyes, black needs to... After you had another move, even this early, let me go to the review board. Over here this way. Just want to see if I could have taken center, because after this move we need to protect, but maybe here you can play away. So let's say here. So against Atari, maybe white will try to play here first. Yeah, and probably jump over here. Because if you take, there's probably this type of move over here. Black tries to take this stone. Play this type of thing. Maybe this is center. Oh no, actually there's this. So the meaning behind this is, actually, black can maybe cut here this way, make this kind of thing. So if you try to take this side this way right here, what I looked after was black p15 in the actual game. Yes, after black p15 here, but the white's plan is not to connect, but try to have some sort of center eye here and then go back. So the meaning of this is this kind of thing over here. So you throw in Atari, black cannot connect because there's this push and cut. So kind of Tsumego-like shape over here that you can push and have liberty problem. But maybe there's a better way to execute this. Yeah, I think it should be this one right here. And then when black plays here, you just push. And if this one you play here, and as black, if you don't take this eye away, if you don't play p7, black can play here, but this one you descend and kind of play the same kind of thing as before. So I guess there is this connect, yeah, jump over here. Was this right? Yeah, jump over here. Oh no, what I was saying? I was saying, yeah, jump. And if take, you can play this one and be alive. And if blacks play something over here first, now you can probably just push and then play here. Maybe just connect simply, in fact. Oh no, but there's always this move from here. So this move. Wait a minute. Here, this. And here again, black can play this right here. So against this one, maybe you should play here, but it's kind of a problem. Okay, so here you can play this one to threaten to make an eye here. And when black pushes, you play here and then have this. So black cannot kind of save this one stone over here. And you can make twice. And if cut, you just take and yeah, sack these two stones over here type of thing. Don't think there's much to do. If you just play here, maybe there's this. So the question is, if you go back here, yeah, black can just push simply here and turn, and this seems to be dead because here you just cut. This one just atari. If you play here, you can just push and play it this way. Now maybe it's gonna relate with some things in the corner, but yeah, if you actually, it's gonna, these two stones are gonna fall off, so maybe there's nothing to be done over here. Cannot connect, there's this. Maybe this is a problem from black. So maybe take the key point, but this one black can play here. And yeah, there's no way white has enough space. So the problem is when you push, black can always play here. And it seems like there's no way for white to kind of make a life this way. Maybe you play simply here. But again, I think it's gonna be this one. So it might be a bit different with this type of thing, but here. Maybe it is tough. You cannot really try to play away here. So against this, there's this here. Let me see one more move. Maybe, yeah, here there's this attachment. Here, this one, playing here, take. This one is different because just taking two stones cannot make an eye here. So white has only one eye here at P10. Maybe you play here first. Don't think it's gonna make any difference here. Could be this type of thing. Because this one you can wedge this way and kind of have this cut here. Very hard, Smego. Which one do you mean? Maybe the game? Yeah, it is kind of difficult to figure out that you cannot take away here. Yes, this seems just too perfect. I cannot really do anything. Maybe technically, if you want to make a call, you could do some things like this, let's say. Yeah, maybe there's this type of aji. I think we need to use the fact that there's this cutting point over here. So maybe I did play this type of move, but could have been a bit too soft. Maybe push here and then this one. Because if you connect, then it's pretty easy. You can play this one right here. Even if Atari, just Atari right here. Actually, it's going to be the same problem, but it's going to be a core here. So you might have some core threads here. But maybe it doesn't change if this is core here. Can't you come back to the bottom eye at some point? Want to have a center eye over here, but this one doesn't look to be center. Maybe this. Is this even possible? Like, let's say, okay, so you play move here, Atari, this one, playing this one, and then just here. Playing this type of move over here. Maybe it's gonna relate with the corner. I'm back from the source. Well, still in this game, did you win? Yeah, I did win. My opponent sadly did probably read something here, so I did capture or make it a call. Kind of flower call here on top right. It's kind of fortunate to win this game. I'm just checking if I could have played a move here to take away. Yeah, maybe there's this type of move here. This kind of just extend. Because you don't have any peeps from black here in center. And then threaten to play actually here. So what I'm saying with relating with a corner, some move around here. I think black should play this one, because if you play here, for example, there might be this type of thing. And now, actually still, let's connect here, crawl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is this? You turn here. Yeah, black seems to be still winning the race this way. Maybe you turned here. Yeah, this one you win as white. Nothing works. I'm not sure if black will do 12. Yeah, it's not. So black want to do 12, but actually this one right here. And it seems like it's still dead here on the left side. Can you review with AI to know the answer? Yeah, actually, let's go. We can use fine art, it's so good. I'm just going to go back over here. Hope they're gonna reset this game right here, but we'll see. Here you go. A lot of back and forth, it seems. Yeah, that was bad to get cut off here. Nice find from black. I should have played here. This way, there's no way black can use this peep. So the thing is, there's a nice thing to show. Let's say, I don't know, you just connect because you're oblivious. There's gonna be this kind of wedge here. And then if connect, there's this cut. And if you play here, black can still cut and kind of take the center. Type of thing. Thank you, I just saw the message, I'm trying to get better. Yeah, I think this game could have just at the end some misread. And maybe not going after the whole group, not getting overcommitted. I think your idea here, this one, the opening was pretty interesting with this peep and here this kind of invasion, and then here at what is it, K3. 7 dan is hard to progress. Yeah, it is. 8 dan is like less mistake that you need to make, probably some things like this. So you need to be more accurate at 8, and there's definitely a level difference up there. Don't need too early, too much risk. Maybe if you want to be a bit more kind of solid, this type of move seems to be much more kind of standard. If this one, you can just get the corner. If this type of thing here, then you can play the move you're playing in the game. I was correct about the push instead of connect yourself. Yeah, this one. Maybe you need to push each time. Just wasn't sure about the counterplay from black, but yeah. Interesting that this seems just even. Just wanna. It drops here, maybe. Wanted to descend, but just wasn't sure. No, this way. Huh. Okay, Kusumi here. Yeah, I guess white is okay if you can cut off these two stunts, be solid, and then like focus on attacking here. Yeah, these two stunts are weak, but let's say probably black's gonna play the scroll, let black white take, extend. Then you can kind of use still kind of this shoulder hit if you want to. Yeah, this one should probably be here. What do you need to do this one? Oh, thanks for the upload. sugar tintas. Ah, 2-5 is better. Okay, yeah, I didn't see this idea of pushing here, try to cut this way. Let's say here, as black. These days I just lose my local clone from AI Sensei. Yeah, so jump, that was move I thought. So something, taking these 4 stones seems to be really important as black. I think that's the biggest takeaway here. Because if you can split these 2, yeah, you don't risk as black getting kind of to white getting into this area. So I said this one. The shape is a bit worse when you just play this comparing to jump here. Yeah, you can basically take these 4. So actually white can live without bottom eye. Okay, let me see. Maybe here? Anizuma maybe means something around here. Is there a way to... It seems like we're dropping quite a bit of points. Maybe... Yeah, that was the meaning. I think this is okay to kind of ask a move to black so that you get something on the outside. Let's see here. Guess it's using this kind of cutting point over here. Because if you jump, it's going to be some liberty problems around here. You can take this center. It's double Atari over here. Turn. Yeah, so it's gonna use this descent with this move and then let black jump to have use this kind of cut. Yeah, I wasn't confident. I briefly had this kind of idea to descend, make black jump and whatnot, but I wasn't sure about the reading here. If you can do so, I guess this is better. But you need to be making sure that you're reading correctly here, because if not, you might just be dead here. Because this locally kind of kills the eye over here, but it just uses the RG in the corner. I guess there's going to be some things. It's probably still relating with something over here, like turn. Like this type of thing, I suspect. Maybe still Atari here, then play this one. And then black cannot really try to take eyes. It's gotta be something like this. So okay, leaving this way, it seems like it lost a lot of points for white, because here black did turn and then took the archie away. I think that's the why it drops this much. Because when you let black jump over here, you have this block which unlocks the archie here on the right. Let me see here. Probably this should be this kind of push. Maybe something different here. Yeah, okay. Starting from here to try to push. This is very instructive. So, not playing here straight away, but using this kind of forcing moves to, and first attach over here. White protecting against this. Yeah, this seems painful. Black's gonna get the corner here. I wonder here, maybe I should turn. Protect against okay, what? Yeah, it's saying that this doesn't work right here. The game is close. That's a crazy move to play here and actually protect against this. Okay. So here it drops still 3 points almost, so I wanna see. Maybe just push and cut here. Can do. No. So luckily the win rate here, as you can see, it's not really dropping up, but the points difference is dropping, so I want to see if there's something you can do, but here white should push. Maybe touch here. Yeah, so playing this one. What? Because you're threatening this type of cut over here to cut off the left side group. So with this kind of forcing move, you can start with this attachment, play this one and keep the points on left. Oh, that's interesting endgame right here. That is a cool Tetsuji. Here connect. You can just keep the points, take center, play this one. Yeah. Then probably just maybe cannot save this, sorry. But you can play here. Let black connect to something. Maybe this one you don't play. Just play this one and play away. Because you might play here. Yeah, this is really cool. Attaching here, this one. So you can use this kind of threat over here. Just take the points on left. This big difference between white gaining all the points here. And then black attaching this way right here. Yeah, this is really big. Okay. Probably here I should still attach here, I guess. Yeah. Because thing is, here black's also making points, and you make some points, so there's kind of both sides. Whereas here you can keep the points, but even if black jumps, it's not really increasing the points for black. So you want to play points that are kind of good for both sides. And I guess, yeah, this could have been the losing move to block here. But yeah, at the end here, that was kind of unfortunate. Yeah, close game from back. Let me just check here. So it's probably cannot play away. So if I play this one. Oops. Yeah, black seems to be just yeah, it's gonna be some sort of core here. Cannot really try to live. Okay, at least we got the conclusion right over here. Yeah, so make a core this way. Push, cut. Okay. Okay. I'm surprised that here at this point is even. Because with this cut here, unless I thought I needed to get more. Because this cut is kind of painful with this kind of bottom right shape. But it seems like even just with this, we can just strengthen this side. Even if you extend, if you can take here and play this point, kind of justified. But yeah, it didn't feel close for me. I was feeling kind of desperate around here. And yeah, black jumps. And this is probably GG's round here. Yeah, so maybe not kind of overcommitting this way was kind of the key here. Takeaway of this game. Because this way, white can actually infiltrate, take away the Moyo, and if you can survive, white still has other parts on the board for, yeah, to play for. So it's kind of a scary way to play here. Maybe here even do not continue. You can still play something from here, protect this side of the board. Yeah, white can live when you block from here, but still you can maybe jump, continue to kind of increase the bottom side. Whereas if you try really to go for this kind of thing, if white can go inside here, it is kind of a too committal way of playing. So you need to be sure to even kill the group if you play this way. So the goal of the attack here, remember, is not to kill a group necessarily, just try to benefit some points on the outside. Because usually if you try to go for a kill, you might get really in a bad position if they manage to survive. So it is better game management to just kind of take points where this is here and let kind of white suffer. Maybe you can still play this move and then play here, but yeah. Guess something like this maybe. Okay, so yeah, I think I'm gonna be done for the review for this game. Thanks for the game. Don't know if you're still here, but Kaupun, and thanks for the cheer as well. Okay, let me switch the screens here and go back through this Tsumego problem of the day here. So black to play, try to kill this group here. What do you do? So you need to take the eye on the left and also try to use this kind of one stone here that is captured. How do you do? Give you guys a few seconds and then show the solution. Okay, so if you start to, let's say, just reduce space like this, yeah, white will block and then cut here. White can actually play it this way and make it a call, because if you just run away, black and white can still kind of disconnect these two stones and it's going to be a call like this. White cannot connect because there's this move. It's not enough space here, this false eye, even with this one eye over here. So simply to reduce space like this and cut won't work because it's caught this way. If you play this one, it's going to take this weakness away, and you cannot take the eye here at a5. Even if you play here, white will connect this way and cannot really save this one stone. And simply cut, white will just make this kind of co shape over here. So it's the same kind of thing. So there's one move that takes this kind of co shape away, and the only move was to kind of attach over here. So the idea is when white plays this one, you can cut and then always think about like sacrificing in two stones to take eyes away. Then we can cut and then throw it in. White doesn't have enough space here, and yeah, if you just let black take this stone, against not enough space. So just blocking from here is not going to work. Let's say you connect here to protect this weak point at b6. Okay, let's you guys think a little bit here. Where do you start from black? So this is where this one stone is going to be useful here. b4, yes. So you go from b4, Kaupon, yeah. So play b4 when white kind of takes these two stones. Here, actually, when you play here at c3, c6 here, is actually an Atari against these stones. So white cannot play it this way, because you can take, and when white takes here, when you save this one stone, actually this d5 point is a false eye because of this kind of two stones over here. So white is just dead. So the idea was with this attach, you kind of take this eye this way with sacking in two stones. And if white connects this way, you can push and cut here with Atari and then kill this way. I think this one is the most kind of strong response from white. So let me just put this version at the end. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the games today. Thank you for the game, Kaupon. Yeah, we'll be totally down to play another game next time. So usually streaming around this time of the day, so evening time Japan here. We'll be here tomorrow as well. So yeah, hope you can join the stream tomorrow if you have some free time. Also putting here, didn't see d6 atari. Yeah, so this was the kind of key thing here, key idea here, Stone Papa. Yeah. So always liberty problems is a theme in Tsumego here. So make sure you don't play some moves that are kind of reducing liberties. And 4 at c7. Oh yeah, that's also an interesting variation to show maybe. So when black plays here, if white plays at c7 here, you can play this d6 in atari here. Yeah, thanks for the comment, Storm Papa. So actually you can play this one. If white takes, you can connect, white has only one eye. And if white connects here, you can just take here. So again, white has only one eye on this side. Yeah, that was also a cool variation to show. So this move over here, it's AB point, white cannot protect both, so it's dead. Yeah, so hope you enjoyed the stream today. So we'll be back tomorrow at the same time. Also, if you haven't pushed the bell on Twitch, I would be happy if you can do so. So next time you know when I'm live. And let me just put some links at the end here. So if you want to know where I am going solving some problems, probably you know already. But go weiqi 101 is pretty good. And if language being a problem for you, you can still go at goproblems.com. It's also a good site. Everything is kind of free. So yeah, if you wonder where to go and solve some problems, personally I use these two sites over here. So yeah, you can check it out if you haven't seen it yet. And also, if you haven't checked my YouTube channel, I will be happy if you can go over there and sub. So I try to make some content, maybe some reviewing stuff. Oops, cannot. Sorry, guys. Cannot copy the link. So over here, it's also on my channel, but if you can go over here, be also thankful. So sub over there. I'll try to put more content there as well. So yeah, I think it's good for the day, and I'll be back tomorrow at the same time. So hopefully you can join me. Let me see if there's someone. Okay, let's go and trade Vict. Cosmic expansion. Yeah. We'll try to maybe play some, could do some different type of videos. Like try to play against AI with handicap, this kind of thing. Also, if you have any ideas, I'll be definitely open to listen. And yeah, thanks for watching. Be here, Dan, and all other people in chat. Thank you very much. Let's go over there. Play AI against without handy. Last time I did a variation I don't see as often, so I lost in 120 votes. Maybe could do this as well. Yeah, we'll be thinking about different types of videos. So yeah, look out for it. And thanks for watching me today. Hope you have a nice day, and see you next time, guys. Bye.